Hello students, welcome to Vasavi Education Hub. So we are discussing the topic types of electrodes. So today lecture we will discuss twin hydron electrode, the construction of twin hydron electrode and the advantages and disadvantages of twin hydron electrode we will discuss. So today lecture we will discuss the construction of and working of twin hydron electrode and how it works and how to calculate oxidation and reduction at electrode at cathode and anode, and how to calculate the pH of the unknown solution by using a twin hydron electrode. Okay, and also we will discuss advantages and disadvantages of the usage of twin hydron electrode. Clear student? After the end of the lecture, you will learn how to construct a twin hydron electrode and how to represent a cathode, and means how it if it acts as a cathode, and what is the electrode potential, and if it acts as a anode, so what is the electrode potential, and how to calculate the pH of the unknown solution you will learn. Okay, clear student, right? So then we will move to the construction part student. Here you can see this is a twin hydron electrode which is connected with it is a calomel electrode. Already the previous lecture we discussed the construction of a calomel electrode, and the calomel electrode is used as a reference electrode. The standard reduction potential of calomel electrode is equal to 0.2422 volts when we are taking saturated KCl. Okay, saturated KCl. If we change the KCl concentration, the electrode potential values will be vary. Okay, right? So this is connected through electrical contact with the salt bridge, and here we have a partial side, we know very well. So it is used for the filling of KCl solution into this reference electrode. So this is connected through a potentiometer. It is useful for the determination of potential difference between these two electrodes. Okay, clear student? So generally the twin hydron is a redox type of electrode. Twin hydron is a redox type of electrode, and it is used for the determination of H plus ion concentration in the solution. It is useful for the determination of H plus ion concentration in the solution. That is nothing but student, it is possible to calculate the pH of the solution. Okay, clear student, right? Here this is the twin hydron electrode. So this twin hydron electrode consists a platinum wire. So this platinum wire is immersed in the twin hydron salt. Okay, so twin hydron salt and a water based solution. So this twin hydron electrode, this twin hydron salt forms an equimolar. So it is a strongly soluble, it is slightly soluble in water, and it forms an equilibrium mixture of quinone and hydroquinone. So quinone means nothing but student, here you can see this is quinone, this is quinone and equimolar mixture. So quinone hydron is slightly soluble in water, and it forms a equimolar mixture of quinone and hydroquinone. So this is quinone student. So quinone, this is hydroquinone, quinone and hydroquinone. Okay, so it forms an equilibrium mixture, means the ratios are same, equilibrium mixture. So that is, you can see here it forms a charge transfer complex. Equimolar mixture of quinone and hydroquinone, quinone and hydroquinone, equimolar mixture of quinone and hydroquinone. Clear student? So this is quinone, so we can represent it as Q, and hydroquinone, so we can represent it as H2Q. So this is the connectivity of this quinone hydrone electrode and connected through a calomel electrode. Okay, so generally the hydroquinone is available in the market. It is commercially available in the market as a crystals. So this quinhydrone is soluble in water, or you can soluble in any H plus ion concentrated solution, and which is connected through a potentiometer and via potentiometer with calomel electrode. So after the connectivity of these two electrodes, then it is easy to determine the potential difference between two electrodes. Clear? So this is a quinone and hydroquinone. It forms an equimolar mixture. How to represent a quinhydrone electrode representation? Okay, clear. Should how to represent, that is so you can write as it is calomel electrode, or you can write as Hg solid comma calomel paste Hg to Cl2 Hg to Cl2 oblique KCl. So here we are taking saturated, here we are taking saturated. So it is connected through a salt bridge, student. It is connected through a salt bridge. It is connected through a salt bridge. So that is Q comma H2Q. So this is quinone and hydroquinone, quinone and hydroquinone, and so platinum. Quinone and hydroquinone comma platinum. So that is the representation of cell representation of quinone and hydroquinone, right? So what type of reactions or takes place when the quinhydrone electrode is connected through a calomel electrode, right? So here, so I will write the equation. So that is if the quinone is react under acidic condition, or which is present in acidic solution, so this is Q plus 2H plus, so plus 2 electrons. So it is a reversible reaction. So it is formed as OH. So this is hydroquinone, student. So this is hydroquinone. So we can represent it as H2Q. So it is also a solid. Okay. So please listen, student. So here it forms an equimolar mixture. So therefore here, so the concentration of quinone and so the concentration of hydroquinone is equal to 1R is equal to, so 1R we can write 1R, it is equal. The concentration of quinone and hydroquinone are same. Please remember, right here you can see, so this is a forward reaction and here it is a reversible reaction. So this is the forward reaction which is in the presence of acidic solution. So here in acidic solution, here I am writing, so acidic solution, student. So this in the presence of acidic solution, here we know, so the quinone is converting into alcohol. So here we can shift here and this bond migrates to here. So this one H plus ion attached here. So here also this bond is migrates to here, and here you can see, so this migrates to here. So it forms a new bond over here and one more H plus ion is attached here. So here the two H plus are attached to the oxygen atom and then it forms hydroquinone. Okay. So this is acidic solution, student. So if it is in the presence of acidic solution, so it acts as a cathode, means reduction reaction is possible. Reduction reaction takes place. Reduction reaction takes place. The reversible reaction, that means hydroquinone to quinone, hydroquinone to quinone in the presence of basic medium or basic solution, then so it acts as an anode, and here so oxidation reaction is possible. That is very important, student. Okay, if the quinone so takes in the presence of acidic solution, it converts into hydroquinone, so which takes it acts as a cathode, means the H plus is reduces, H plus is reduced. Okay, now H plus is reduced, so OH minus, or simply you can assume that is OH minus. So plus to minus, so means the oxidation number is reduced. So therefore it acts as a cathode. Clear? If it is a reversible reaction which is in the presence of basic solution, then it acts as a anode, and here the oxidation reaction is possible. Okay, right. I'll write the simple equation, that is Q plus 2H plus 2 electron, so is reversible with H2Q. So you can write simple as, that is Q plus 2H plus 2 electron gives rise to H2Q. So this is acidic medium or acidic solution. So this is reversible is basic solution. So basic solution. So please remember student, here it is cathode means reduction reaction, here it is anode, and oxidation reaction is possible. Clear? So then next we will do student how to apply the Nernst equation and also the calculation of pH of this quinhydrone electrode, how to determine. Okay, right. So clear student, right? You can see, right. So E cell is equal to E naught, or so we know the standard reduction potential of quinhydrone electrode student, that is equal to plus 0.699 volts student. That is very important. Okay, so E cell is equal to E naught QH, so that is standard quinhydrone electrode. So minus 0.059 by N into, by N means nothing but the number of electron transferred in a redox reaction. So that is equal to 0.059 by 2, the number of electrons transferred in a redox reaction, that is 2 into, so log of activity of products divided by activity of reactant student. So that is or nothing but concentration of products divided by concentration of reactant. So this is activity of H2Q divided by activity of so Q, that is quinone, and here so that is activity of H plus to the power of square. Okay, right. So we know very well student, so these two are equal, or we can consider the solid as 1. So therefore E cell is equal to student, E cell is equal to, we know the value student, that is 0.699 volts minus 0.059 by 2 into, here the values are equal to 1 student. Okay, so here it is log of 1 by activity of H plus whole square student. So this plus H plus concentration I am shifting towards numerator side. So then it becomes E cell is equal to plus 0.699 volts minus 0.059 by 2 into log of H plus activity of H plus to the power of minus 2 student. We know very well student, so log a to the power of x formula. So log a to the power of x means nothing but student, so 2 means x into log a. So I'll applying here, that is plus 0.699 volts. Okay, so this minus 0.059 by 2 into minus of log H plus, minus of log H plus student. So 2 get cancelled. Already we know very well the negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration is equal to pH student. The negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration is equal to pH student. In place of minus log H plus, so we can substitute pH student. So therefore here you can see it is equal to, here I will write the here. So E cell is equal to 0.699 volts student minus 0.059 into so pH. So since minus log H plus is equal to pH student. So this is the formula for the calculation of pH. Okay, so that is the formula for the calculation of pH student. So E cell is equal to 0.699 volts minus 0.059 into pH. Okay, clear. So that is when in the presence of acidic solution. Okay, so then it is reversible, student. It is reversible if it is present in so this is a reduction reaction. So this is very important. So this is reduction at the rate cathode. Okay, so if it is connected through, it acts as an anode or oxidation reaction takes place, then the sign is changes, student. So that is E cell is equal to plus 0.699 volt plus 0.059 into pH. Clear? So this is oxidation. So this is oxidation. This is oxidation and anode. So this is oxidation and anode. Clear, student? So that is the formula for the calculation of electrode potential difference between electrodes. Okay, so you can use the formula, that is E cell is equal to 0.699 volts minus 0.059 into pH. Okay, right. So next we will move to the, if it is connected as a means the quinhydrone electrode is acts as a cathode or reference electrode is acts as a anode. So what is the formula we will see. Okay, right. So here you can see, student. So this is a quinhydrone electrode acts as a anode. Okay, right. So quinhydrone electrode is acts as a cathode. So first of all we will take calomel. So calomel acts as a anode. So this is acts as a anode. So we know very well. So generally the anodic reaction we can represent at left hand side, and here the quinhydrone electrode. So QH means nothing but, student. So quinhydrone electrode, so which is acts as a cathode. Okay, so how to calculate the pH, how to determine the pH of the solution we will see. Clear, student? Right. Here, so if it is the quinhydrone electrode is acts as a cathode and anode calomel electrode is acts as a anode. So already we know very well, student. So E cell is equal to, that is E naught C minus E naught A. So means the reduction potential of cathode minus the reduction potential of anode. Okay, so here anode is a calomel. We know the standard reduction potential value is equal to 0.2422 volts, student. Okay, right. So E cell is equal to E naught cathode. So here, so this is reduction. So already we know the value, that is 0.699 volts minus 0.059 into pH minus of that is minus 0.2422 volts. Okay, right. So 0.699 volts minus 0.2422 volts minus 0.059 into pH. Okay, so the subtraction of this and this, here we will get 0.457 volts minus 0.059 into pH. So that is equal to E cell, student. Okay, so here the value shifted to here, student, that is E cell minus 0.457 is equal to minus 0.059 into pH. Okay, it becomes plus. Okay, right. So that is equal to 0.059 into pH. Okay, right. So here we are going to find out pH value, student. So therefore E cell minus 0.457 divided by 0.059 is equal to pH. Clear, student? So this is the formula for the calculation of pH when the quinhydrone electrode is acts as a cathode. So that is pH is equal to E cell minus 0.0457 by 0.059. That is the formula for the calculation of pH. Okay, clear, student? Right. So for example, if it acts as a, so quinhydrone electrode is acts as a anode and calomel electrode is acts as a cathode, we will see. Okay, so this is QH. So QH is a quinhydrone electrode, it acts as a anode, and here the calomel electrode is acts as a cathode. Calomel electrode is acts as a cathode. Calomel electrode is acts as a cathode, right? So I'll substitute the equation, that is E cell is equal to here I'll write here. So E cell is equal to here I'll write over here, that is QH is acts as anode, student. So QH is acts as anode and calomel is acts as a cathode. Okay, right? So we know very well, student. So that is E cell is equal to the reduction potential of cathode minus reduction potential of anode. I'll write direct here. So that is E cell is equal to cathode means nothing but so 0.2422 volts minus 0.699 volts plus 0.059 into pH, student. Okay, right? So the value becomes minus 0.457 volts plus 0.059 into pH, student. Okay, right? So here the value shifted to here. So that is E cell plus 0.457 volts, that is equal to 0.059 into pH, student. Okay, right? Or the value is equal to pH is equal to E cell plus 0.457 volts divided by 0.059. So this is the formula for when the quinhydrone electrode is acts as a anode. Okay, clear, student? So this is the construction and working of a quinhydrone electrode. So this is very, very important, student. Okay, so please remember the formula, the calculation of pH of the unknown solution, that is E cell minus 0.457 divided by 0.059. So here the E cell, here we will get from E cell here that is the potential difference between the two electrodes. We will get the value from this potentiometer. You can substitute the value, minus 0.457 divided by 0.059. So then you will get the H plus ion concentration of unknown solution. Okay, so this is a represent, right? So we will discuss advantages and disadvantages of quinhydrone electrode. Okay, so the important thing, the usage of quinhydrone electrode. So the usage means it is easy to operate and the preparation is very easily. So that is the advantages of quinhydrone electrode. So then the second advantage is it comes rapid, it comes equilibrium rapidly, means the quinone is converted into H2Q. So means when the acid in the presence of acidic solution, okay, so means it acts as a cathode. Then so it comes rapid equilibrium. So therefore here H2Q is converted into Q. So in basic solution it acts as a anode. So that is the advantage. The third advantage is it can be used further, that is very, very important, that is it can be used for the determination of pH of volatile acids like so it is useful for the determination of CO2 volatile acids. Okay, so that is very, very important. So these are the advantages of the usage of quinhydrone electrode. So the disadvantages also we will discuss. So remember, student, so it cannot be used, the solution, it cannot be used when the solution concentration is greater than 8. So means pH greater than 8, so it cannot be used, because what will happen, so the H2Q is means hydroquinone is dissociated, and if the hydroquinone is dissociated when the greater than the pH value of 8, so then so the pH value is varying, the pH value is varying of the solution. So that is the disadvantages of the solution. So means here what it indicates, so it is applicable for only the pH is equal to 7. Okay, so pH less than 7, that is very, very important. Okay, so it cannot work the greater than 7, means greater than 8 it cannot be worked. Okay, right. So the second disadvantage is it cannot be used in the presence of oxidizing and reducing agent. If oxidizing agent and reducing agent will be present, the pH of the solution will be varying. Okay, so these are the two disadvantages of the usage of quinhydrone electrode. Okay, right. Thank you. So if you like my video, student, so please subscribe my channel and please like and share and comment. Okay, thank you.